I don't know if I'm the only one, but in 2025, it just feels super hard to trust anyone. And I don't know if things are just shifting, or maybe this is just a me problem, or maybe other people can relate to this. But I just feel like, man, relationship wise, friends wise, even family, like the people that live in my house. I don't know if I'm just paranoid, but I feel more inclined to keep things to myself, you know? Um, Especially like my wins. I've never really been like a brag or boast type person, but even, I don't like talking about my wins around certain people because I really pick up on emotion and energy. And you can tell a lot about someone and how they think about you when you share your wins, and especially if maybe they're going through a rough patch in their own life, and I don't really see any benefit of telling people what I'm on, what I be doing, like my accomplishments. But then at the same time, I have to check myself, because then it's like, oh, so am I just making myself smaller to not offend people? Is that the issue here? But man, it's just like, not even in my own life, and some like the people I know, they've just been getting like snaked out. People are always talking to someone's girl or going behind someone's back to do this and do this and do this. And I don't feel like I always felt like this. And it's kind of sad, to be honest, because in an ideal world, I would love to just expect the best from everybody. But recently, I've just been expecting the worst from people, which is just not a healthy way to go about life. If you expect everybody to do you wrong and to stab you back, you're just going to be a paranoid and an unhappy person, So I'm struggling with finding the middle ground with, being a little bit reserved, keeping my life and what's going on kind of low key, because I feel like, okay, for on the relationship side, if I've had times, like, don't get mad at me, but it's like when I compare girls that I've almost overshared my life with versus girls that I've kind of been way more reserved. I don't really like, I'm not like texting back like that, and the reactions are a lot different, and I just I know a lot of this comes from trauma. Not maybe trauma isn't the right word, but just bad experiences I've had in the past that have kind of created these trust issues in me. I just feel like nowadays in 2025, like, everybody's so just me, 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 me. Like, I can honestly say, and I'll be so for real, like, I've never been an envious person. I've never been a jealous person. Like, if you are genuinely my friend and I care about you and I love you, and you catch a big win, or something really goes right in your life, and you got emotion, and I'm genuinely happy for you. And a lot of the times it'll motivate me. It'll be like, hey, that is awesome. Like, I want to get there too in my own niche or my own lane, my own vehicle. I appreciate and respect people who are really getting after it. But sometimes I felt like when I win, people get like in their feelings about it. They get almost envious and jealous. And like, I literally had people tell me, oh, like, I make music. It's one of the things I do. And I've had people tell me, it's like, I can't help but get jealous when I listen to your music. And like, I wish I could make music like that. And it's just, the tone is just, like, that's not something a friend really says to you. Like, you shouldn't be envious of people. Like that, it just gives me snake vibes before anything snaky has happened. You know what I mean? Like, envy is horrible, and it's just, that's not the type of people I want to be around, because, you know, if envy turns into resentment, resentment can turn into actual like sabotage, and, you know, and but it's like, is that really how I want to live? Just completely, no one knows what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm curious, like, if any of you guys relate to this, because it's kind of, it's like even my friends who I do trust, it's like I almost don't want to shine too bright. I want to stay humble. You know, I don't know if my brain's just wired that way, but it's just, I feel like, you know, I feel like telling people your wins, most of the time it's gonna make things worse for you and the relationship with that person, because you don't know, like, that person could be going through hell, and, you know, if they're not in the right place and they're looking at you like, this guy, everything's going right for him, because that's what I've, you know, obviously it's not 100% true for my life, but that's the mentality that I like to wake up with. I like to affirm that everything in the universe is in motion, everything in the universe is falling into place, and good things happen to me because that is my destiny, that is my script. You know, that's the positive mindset I like to have. You know, if someone else sees that though while they're going through something rough, I don't know, it's just a situation I necessarily, it kind of scares me. But to wrap this up, I feel like maybe this is a more of a, you know, it's my fault. I need to, if I think that I'm susceptible to someone sabotaging me, like, you know, the theory of the evil eye. That is essentially what I'm talking about right now. The evil eye, you know, when you share things with people, especially if they haven't like fully finalized yet, they can end up falling through, or just bad turns of events, you know, the evil eye. Like, so to bring it back to what I was saying, I think to wrap this video up, you know, everything is my responsibility. Like, even things that are completely out of my control, I'm saying that it's my responsibility. So my responsibility is I need to protect my energy, because if I think I'm susceptible to evil eye will work. But if I go into it with the mindset of like, hey, I don't know what you actually think about me, and yes, that's scary, but you could, like, do your worst. You're not gonna break this energy barrier. You know, I'm destined to win. And if that pisses people off, then what am I going to do about it, right? You can't make everybody happy, but it's just the scary thing. It's like when it's literally your friends and the people you love, and it's like, hey, you know, we have so much memories and history together, but I genuinely don't want to be around you because I'm scared to shine. I'm scared to have that, to glow. You know, that's that. If someone's your real friend, they should build you up, you know, not make you paranoid. You know, like, I genuinely want the best for people. Even the people that maybe have done me wrong in life, I still don't wish them the worst. You know, obviously, you know, like, it could, maybe I shouldn't say that, because if someone did something really bad to me, obviously, like, you know what I'm trying to say. But, you know, even the people that maybe haven't treated me the best, I still don't wish bad upon them. I still don't send them negative energy, because I know that what you put out into the world is going to find its way back to you. So maybe that's the answer I'm looking for. I need to just increase the amount of positive energy I'm sending out to my friends and towards their, you know, whatever they want to do in their life. Maybe this is a rebound of me not supporting people enough. I don't know. I'm just kind of drawing at straws here, but to end this video, go support your friends. And, you know, if they're doing better than you, they're getting more money, they're, you know, getting more girls or boys if you're a girl, or whatever, you know, they're making leaps and bounds, and you kind of feel like you're stuck in this, stagnation phase. Don't let the demon of envy get into your brain, because that's your friend, and I gotta take responsibility for everything in my life. So the way people react to me, it's my responsibility to choose if I let it affect me or not. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing something, you're gonna have haters. It just gets crazy when the haters are your own friends. Have a blessed day, y'all.